Are you interested in working in the insurance field as a remote worker? I have 8 companies that are currently hiring right now, so if you want to find out what those companies are, make sure you keep watching. The first company we have is Allstate. You can go to allstatejobs.jobs or you can do a Google search and just type in Allstate remote jobs. But currently they are hiring for about, let's see how many positions, currently right now about 82 jobs in the remote field. It may be, sometimes when you go to positions, sometimes they might have a mixture of remote and hybrid or on-site positions. If they do, just make sure that it does say remote. You can see here on the location that it does say remote home-based worker. Make sure that you do your own research on any companies that I talk about today or any companies that I ever talk about, just for your own due diligence. You always want to do your own research just for your peace of mind. But here are the different positions that they currently have. They have them in the different areas of like administrative services, call center, claims, communication, corporate relations, finance, and much more. So for instance, right now, you can see what you are interested in. They have like a catastrophe field large loss adjuster. So we will open that one up just so you can get an idea of what the job does entail. Here's a role overview. The different benefits that they do offer. They have competitive pay with needed support for continuous development and career advancement, which is good. Flexibility in scheduling and time off policy. They have 401k and different educational reimbursements and things like that. Here's a day in the life of how it would be. You'll wear a few hats that will require a level of experience. And then when you work, you'll be working. This position is a 10 days on, 4 days off type of position. So you'll do 10 days on, 4 days off for this one. I don't know if it's the same for all that, but you will find out once you checked it out. It's a 7 to 7, traveling up to 70%. So looks like this one do require some traveling, which is a pretty extensive amount of traveling. So if this is not a position, then I would not apply for this one. Here is some information as far as a sign-on bonus. So you may be eligible for $1,000 licensing sign-on bonus if you have applicable active licenses needed for this role. This could include home residence, property casualty license, designated home state DHS, Florida or Texas license, and or applicable appraiser license. Okay. Also, here's some other stuff about the candidate. Here is the notice for licensing requirements and things like that. The competitive pay is about 59, almost 60,000 to about 100 and almost 10,000. Okay, so make sure you read over this. This may not be a position for you. This does require some 70% travel, so that's a pretty big chunk. So if you're not interested, you can go ahead and just go back and to see what other positions that they might have with Allstate. The next company we have is Geico. Sure, if you're in the United States, you know Geico is, the little lizard, little gecko lizard that you see. Here is the position. You can go to Geico. You can do a Google search for Geico careers. Once you go over here, you can just type in remote. They say they have about 54 remote positions, but they have some auto damage trainee, senior staff engineer. You can just see which one you want. Pick your category. Here are the different categories that they currently have right now. They have like most of them in the technology part. They have some in auto damage. So let's see what kind of jobs they have in auto damage. They have auto damage training. They have an experienced auto damage adjuster. Here's a trainee. They have a lot of trainees. They have job posting, title, experienced auto damage adjuster. Different positions that you can go ahead and check out. So make sure that you check out Geico. The next company we have is Hartford. You can go to the Hartford. You can just do like a Google search once again, just like the other ones. And you can see the different positions. You could choose remote up here, or you can just type it in. But if you're interested in doing maybe both, going in the office sometimes and maybe sometimes staying home, they do have 71 positions in that. So they have about 16 positions for remote. Here are the different ones that they have. Here are the categories that they do have, some in claims, risk management, and things like that, just to name a few of the different positions that they do have. You can see here customer care nurse is insurance. That's different. I wouldn't think you would see that in here because this is in the insurance field, but hey, if you're interested in that one, check that out to see what that one's all about. But here is the different ones that they have. So make sure that you check out the Hartford. The next company we have is Liberty Mutual. You can go to searchjobs.libertymutualgroup.com, and they currently say they have about 26 open positions in the remote field. Here is one right here. This property and specialty analysis position. The typical starting pay is about $158 to about $193. The minimum is about 116, and the max is about 201. The application deadline is April 5th. Today is March 27th. You have flexible time off. So it looks like about 20 days. Here's just information about the pay philosophy, the description of the position, and things like that, responsibilities. This one says this position may have an in-office requirement based on candidate's location. So it just depends on where you are located. So if you're not interested in being in office, then once again, you wouldn't want to apply for this one. But just search for the ones that doesn't require for you to have to be in office. But make sure you just read over all of this, do your own due diligence before you go ahead and apply. Here are the different perks that they do offer here that you can check out as well. Company that we have is State Farm. Once you go over there, it looks like they have about, let's see how many positions that they do have available. It's not really stating, but just make sure that it does say remote. You can go ahead and choose your location, type information. You can go ahead and choose your subcategory, just like all the other companies, jobs, categories, and things like that. You can type in remote. I already typed in remote, and it's not really showing that it says remote, so you would have to, well, actually it does. I'm sorry about that. Right here, they are bringing up hybrid as well. So you just got to scroll down until you see the ones that say remote, which is this one here. Remote. This is like a portfolio manager. Here we have a data analysis, analytic engineer. Here's a mid-level lead software engineer. They have a software engineer, another one here. Senior marketing, science analysis, web developer, a lead data engineer, claim specialist, property field inspection. This one does not say that it is remote, but you can just go ahead and click on it and it should let you know whether or not this position is remote. So just make sure that you do read to see if this one is remote by just scrolling in. It should say something either at the top or within the salary or the benefits and things like that to see if this is, see this one says this is a remote field position in which you will work from home and utilize a mobile office vehicle for an in-person appointment. So looks like it is mobile field position, okay? Which you will utilize a mobile office and vehicle for an in-person appointment. So looks like that you may have some in-person appointments for this specific position. This position is in Pasadena, I think that's Maryland, let me know if I'm wrong, and is responsible for serving the surrounding areas. So a lot of these, I'm noticing some of them do require for you to be out in the field, but a lot of it you will still be doing remote work. So that it just depends on what you are comfortable with and just making sure that you are finding the ones that work for you. The next company that we have is USAA. You can go to usaajobs.com. And they are stating that they have about 34 jobs, which could be a mixture of hybrid, which could be a mixture of in-office ones as well. So here are the different ones that they do have available that you can go ahead and check out. They have like a senior auto appraiser. That one is a hybrid. So, you know, in office and out office, you may be required to live in this area. So just do your own due diligence. I want to make sure that you guys are reading just to make sure, because I don't want you to apply and then find out, oh, you are going to be required to go into office, or you're going to be, or you have to actually live in that actual state. So I just want to make sure I don't waste you guys' time by you applying for something and it's not what's best for you. So just please make sure you do your own due diligence with anything that I talk about. Just reading and making sure you understand how the company works. The next company we have is called Zurich. So you can go to careers.zurich.com. And once you scroll down, once again, this is the same with everything else. You can search for the remote ones. This one, I did type in remote. Say they have about 344, which could be, once again, a mixture of everything. Just do your own research. They do have a inbound claims call center position, which is 100% remote. So this may be for the ones that are not wanting to be out of office or be out from, be out in the field working. This one does have a in-depth 6 weeks training that covers everything you'll need to get started. You must be available for their service customers within the following time zones, which is Mountain Standard Time. Here are some different highlights of what they're offering. Work 100% remotely. They have some increases like annual merit increase and bonus opportunities and things like that. Medical and vision and dental, data entry experience, work from home office requirements, which you'll need, preferred qualifications and things like that. Here's compensation information that you can go ahead and look over. And that is it, you guys. Make sure you check out that company. And the last company we have is called CNO Financial Group. And they say they have about 7 jobs currently right now. By the time you see this, it may be different, maybe less, maybe more. So it just depends on when you actually watch this video. But they do have a couple of different positions, so make sure you check them out. They have some bilingual call center representatives, sales managers, and things like that. So if you're interested in some jobs in the insurance field, where some of them may or may not require that you do have to be out of office some percentage of the time, just make sure you read everything. Hopefully this video was helpful. Please leave a comment down below and let me know if there's any other type of videos that you want me to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I hope you have a blessed day. Take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.